perfect time to segue into how you got History Makers, right? What inspired you to make the brand? I kind of have an idea of what.
Let me know. I want to hear it first.
But I want to hear from your words.
No, let me hear your idea first.
Well, okay. So my idea is from what I interpret the brand, right? This is from an outsider looking in.
That's where I want to
And
get
by
at.
the way, I purchased this motherfucking shirt, okay?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's important for me to say that is this.
It's not a motherfucking shirt. Yeah, don't play me.
This right here means a lot because I say this. It's important that we all support each other, right?
For sure.
Right? I feel like Miami does have a stigma of this. Miami has a stigma that we don't stick together. Everybody's like, well, we're fighting for a loan.
It's because everybody's a superstar.
Exactly. Like everybody feels like they're bigger than the next.
It's Miami.
Right?
That's the pros and the cons of Miami.
Right.
The cons of Miami is that everybody's a superstar based on our lifestyle of what we live here.
Right.
So keep going.
And I say it's important to say, like, we shouldn't ask people for handouts. We shouldn't ask somebody for free. We know when I see your Instagram and I see your stories, I say this guy puts a lot of work and energy into this brand, into what he's trying to represent as a brand in total, right? So I feel like me saying, hey, can you bring me a shirt is a slap in the face, right? Me not just saying, hey, I'm going to order the shirt, pay for it because I want to support you means more to me and means me saying that I respect what you're doing. I respect your brand. I see you every day making new photo shoots, new clips, new T-shirts, new product, and pushing it. And I say, what better way for me to support you than to say, I respect you by not asking you for it, but saying, I want to purchase it because I know it helps you and supports you. And I want to know that, like, I want you to know that I respect it that much. Asking, I feel like when we ask somebody for something, it's like you're always asking, like, you don't see the work that goes into it. I feel like a true friend doesn't ask you for something. They say, let me support you. Because when a friend is your friend, they know the blood, sweat, and tears that went into that, right? And me and you maybe have not known each other prior to this, but I see it by everything that you do. And I'm inspired by the brand by saying where you're at and what you do is what I want to hopefully have the confidence to do, right? So when I see you, I say, hopefully I can get the confidence to push that product the way he wants to, or be more outgoing the way he is, being more extrovert the way he is. And that's what I get about the brand. So the brand itself states itself, History Makers, right? So I feel like it applies to anybody. You can make history if you just do what you're good at. Stick to what you know, stick to what you're good at, and the brand sells itself. Like the title for me as a personality. So when I say I bought this motherfucking shirt, it means something to me.
Yes.
Because I say I understand what he does for this brand, and I say I'm glad that I can support you, and this ain't gonna be the only shirt I buy. I'm gonna continue to support the brand, continue to buy, and why I emphasize it that way is because I want you to buy it. I want the people to see this to buy it, right?
Yeah, we got a live audience, ladies and gentlemen. We got a live audience in here.
So I want them to buy it because you're supporting one of our own. If we from Miami say we're from Miami and this is a Miami thing, I want us and ourselves to say, why are we not supporting Miami?
Yeah.
This is Miami. This is Miami, so we should support it, and that's why I put the emphasis on it because it's important that way.
Oh no, thank you, man. And to that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you just said, it is what it is. And thank you so much. And I greatly appreciate you being able to, do what you did. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like your care package is gonna come regardless. In your package, you got a little bit more than what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that
is love.
I feel like there is where that is.
Yeah.
If you go the step to do what you did, I'm going to go the extra step to be able to do, like, to reciprocate that because I also appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about the gear, but History Makers is a movement. We were never created to live an average life. We were created to be history makers. History Makers represents positivity, motivation, believing in yourself.
Yeah.
Everything. You telling me before we start the show that you nervous because of the group, you wearing that shirt is going to help you get through that. Why? Because it's not only the shirt.
That's a valid point.
It's going to start here.
Yeah.
Because once you feel it here, as you do, is gonna trickle here, and once you do here, that's it.
Yeah.
The mindset of the fears and the this and all that goes away.
Yeah.
Once you understand that you're a history maker and you have a gift too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all gifted here because we're here. We're gifted because we're here. Like you as you are. You know what I mean? And through this process, you're gonna continue to develop the qualities that you right now may not, you feel you don't have, but you have.
Yeah.
Because it's already here. You know what I mean?
It's just more about the confidence
and you're gonna
the ability to
listen to me with consistency and believing that you're gonna continue to get better because you're gonna get better, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna happen. Right now you say, yo, I'm a crew of one. Not no more.
Yeah. Well, this
You're a
is
history maker now. You're part of the community now, baby.
I identify when you say the brand, I say I think about this a lot. And I think about it even when doing the podcast, right? I say we're alive for, on an average, I think like to 80 years old, right? I think like that's what the U.S. average is.
Nah, shouts out to my grandma. She's 103 years old right now. Shouts out to Abuela. I love you.
Shout out to Abuela.
She's the queen of the Bronx. My dad's over there right now visiting her. I love you. I'll be there soon. So yeah, keep going.
So
I want to go to 100 and something.
I'll say we're dead for so much longer, right? We're dead for so much longer. We're dead for millions of years after that, right? We're non-existent.
That's a gem right there.
Right? We're just non-existent for forever. So the time that we have here is so short. And I say there's so many people that are gifted of things that they just don't know. And maybe it just takes hearing someone's story to say, man, I'm capable of doing that. You know, sometimes people think like they got somewhere and there was no struggle. They just think like, because they see the result. They don't see the journey. They don't see the path that someone had, the ups and downs. That because people, when you give somebody something like on social media, you're giving them what you want them to see.
Yeah.
But they don't see you going home 4 a.m, designing history maker shorts, 12 o'clock at night, talking to your crew about what it takes. You know, shipping orders, doing so many things that go into building a brand and a company, because that's what you are. You're a brand, right? And ultimately, I would like to be there, right? But I know that where my confidence stands is not there yet. I know that, like, and I'm okay with just little.
Yeah, with the progress.
Yeah, with the progress, little steps here, little steps there. I'm okay with that because I know that eventually, me just being here talking to you with that camera there is already a huge step.
And all those people there.
Yeah,
there's
this
like
is like
16,
a whole nother
there's
thing
like
now.
16 people over there.
Yeah. That feels like 100 people, to be honest. But I say that's what I get from your brand, right? That's the influence behind the brand. That's what I feel like people should take into it. If you're only here for a short amount of time, the name says history makers. Make history, because you're going to be dead for millennia, for
longer. Yeah,
for longer.
yeah.
Right? So your time here is so short compared to where your afterlife is going to be that I feel like do something that stands out, right? Do something that makes history that, you know what? Even if you're living in the eternal afterlife, somebody's going to remember you by what you did in the short amount of time that you're here. And that's what I take by history makers.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's what I take. And that's why I say it means so much for me to help support on my end, because I feel like when I watch your stuff, I say, bro, this guy takes the time and effort to build this brand, right? You see the energy he puts behind it. If I wish I can put half of that energy you put, right? But maybe I personally, and I'm willing to admit this, I don't have the confidence to do it, right? Because it's not because I don't believe in myself. It's just more like I'm an introvert by heart.
Yeah.
So for me to do what you do is like so uncomfortable, right? And I admire you doing that, because that's why I say it's a slap to the face by saying, yo, give me a shirt so I can wear it to promote it. Why? I could pay to promote because I know what you do. I know the passion and drive that you put in it. And if you didn't, then I'd just be like, I wouldn't even think about it, right? I wouldn't even think about it. But when I see what you do, you could do nothing but respect it. You could do nothing but respect it.
Man. Thank you.
So
thank you.
And I hope to see people around, not just here. I hope, because I want people from Miami to support it, right? But I also want to see people around the globe, around the state support it, because it sends a message. And I think you couldn't have chosen a better name to the brand, because like I said, you're here for only so amount of time and you're dead for so long.
Yeah.
That why not make history? Why not be a history maker? Why not tap into what you're good at? And that could be entertainment, that could be art, that could be music, that could be anything. That could be podcasting, that could be content creating. I think the brand speaks to anybody. Just make history. When Jay-Z said Forever Young, he wasn't talking about just being in his 20s. He was
Yeah.
talking about do some shit that your name is going to be here forever. And I think that's what this brand stands for. When I hear history makers, that's what I feel. This means make history last forever because you're not going to be here forever.
There you go. There you go, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
that's my interpretation.
Ladies and gentlemen, here you go. He's the new spokesman for History Maker 02 right there. You see it.
So now you make your interpretation.
No, look, that ultimately that's it, man. And throughout the years I've been able to in working on myself, it's yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's what History Makers is all about. Is you ultimately,
Right.
right? Whether you paint or whether you do music or that's you.
Right.
You could do 5 things, but that's still you. History Makers is you. I always use the example of like a Michael Jordan or like a Michael Jackson or like a Yuli Monster that is an actual history maker.
Yeah.
Has the fastest knockout in combat sports history.
Agreed.
But it's him. It's not what he did. It's him as a person, as an entity, as a brand, as a human, that's us. You know what I'm saying?
So,
That's what History Makers is all
Were
about.
you
It's
always
really
using History Maker as a slogan?
actually look this back to your question, back to round 2.
Right.
Back to the beginning. I started History Makers because I didn't want to spend no more money buying clothes.
Okay. Well,
You feel me?
That's valid.
So I said, look, I'm in the entertainment business,
Yeah.
right? I'm in the entertainment. I'm talking about this is 10 years ago, 8 years ago, but then the idea 9.5 years ago. Instead of spending $300 and getting that Gucci shirt, $500 getting those Jordan sneakers, I'm gonna create a brand where
So we got shoes coming.
I'm not wearing them.
Oh, you're about to plug it in?
I'm not wearing them because look, right now we're in the ending of October, so I wanted to wear some Halloween vibes. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So
I got you.
so I pulled out the black and
orange.
the black and orange alumni jacket. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? But ultimately, like I wanted to create a brand where it's like I'm wearing my own clothes.
Right.
If I'm gonna be in the limelight,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be, I want to wear something that's gonna help me motivate myself, encourage myself, believe in myself, and then at the same time, in doing it for me, hopefully it does it for other people. I can help other people based on my message, based on how I'm positive. Everything that you just said, that the way that I am is like, or what you see, or what you
How
been
I
able to
interpret it.
receive.
Yeah.
My energy through social media. There is where that came about. So I was like, okay, cool. What I gotta do? Save my money.
Yeah.
Right? Save my money to then have a website, have a design, pay this guy to do the design, and la 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 la. So ultimately, that's where it was. And then at that time, I didn't drink. I wasn't indulging in magic. At that time, I was like super duper clean and super duper like just on that vibe. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna create a brand where it's positive, it's motivational. You know, people could get inspired and bada bing, bada boom. And then that's where it all started. And then the transition in the 8 years, different things happened.
things
I got
changed.
I got older.
We got
You know what I
older,
mean?
yeah.
I got older. I got socializing,
Yeah.
and we do it in a social manner. But that's where it all started. And then once the message started getting around and started, the brand started developing as we went. You know, the message started being more predominant, and then being in the music industry, then certain things started taking fire. Winston wearing it in a music video, Sinai Lennox wearing it in a concert, Osuna, DJ Africa, this, that, boom, 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 boom. And then it just started taking off. Everybody just started receiving the message and realizing like, okay, I like that message. It's not just clothes. It's a message. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It's not just, let me put this on. And then I went through a big phase of like just giving a lot of things out. I'm gonna be straight up. Just out to everybody that's gotten all the free gear, and I was expecting reciprocation, and then it never happened. And then I was then going back to the accountability part. I was like, okay, cool. I gotta restructure that part because I want people to feel like History Makers is not just a brand; it's a lifestyle.
Right.
And we've been able to transition and grow bigger than I've ever expected. And right now I'm juggling with all of it. You know what I mean? We've grown And the idea of what I had in the beginning has actually, like, we've been able to manifest it and work and bring it to life.
So I also want to say this too.
Ay, 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 ay.
It also connects you with the person, right? They have something to remember you by.
Yeah.
It's a way of saying like this is an attachment to that person.